I appreciate that I've been doing a lot of videos, but I tell you, this is an excellent way to start the morning. Want to have something to look forward to for the day, and being in my bow shop as I'm organizing it and working literally on like 10 projects at once. Best way to start the day. Okay, first I need to mention the draw knife paradox. What is the draw knife paradox? Well, I don't work in hickory a lot. I like hickory, I just don't have the opportunity. I don't have hickory staves come up that often. Mostly if I'm using a draw knife, it's Osage. And I don't have a super sharp draw knife, and I don't want a super sharp draw knife for Osage. In fact, I probably would have like one half of it sharp and then the other half a little less sharp, because I don't want that razor to cut into my target layer. You know, I want it sharp enough to go through it, and Osage is splitty enough so you don't need a super sharp draw knife. But then jumping to this hickory, this is the inner portion. Look at that nice dark heartwood, the dark wood. And then above it, going to triangle, was the sapwood layer, which I cut. This is one of them. Or split rather, 2 staves above it. So in this triangular section, I've got 1 bow below, what waits beneath, in the 2 side by side sapwood bows. Well, draw knifing time on this, and it's like I had to run the ace. I couldn't find my sharpening stone, so bought a new sharpening stone to razor sharpen my draw knife to work with this hickory, because I need to work down the 1 growth ring, the heartwood layer. It's the paradox. Next up, I thought I lost it. I work with templates with board bows. You know, I need to have because I view those more production lines, so I have patterns. And you've seen them before, my gull-winged and cupid bow, horse bows. They're pretty close. I'm using this as a reference. I want to get things, I want it, the measurements, the dimensions not to exceed the numbers that I see in this, plus shapes that I see in that. And this is the pattern for those horse bows that I have been currently making. And I'll tell you, they are within the parameters. They are within the parameters of the actual bows. But I want to bring it down into actual, real examples that I see in the book. You know, I talk about exceptions. There might have been a bow that was 1/4 inch longer than the example in the book, and it existed. But I want to get into the actual numbers, provable, demonstrable. And so this is the pattern for those red oak horse bows that I've been turning out. I'm looking at the handle. Point to point, the distance. I'm going to shorten this by 1/2 inch. Talking very minor distances here. 1/2 inch, and that will be huge. A minor 1/2 inch detail on the bow difference is huge. And there's plenty of length here. Look at that. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been drunk or something. But making this long, this is more American style longbow. I'm going to shorten this. And by doing that, I'm going to have an actual length here that corresponds to an example. And it's also going to lower the total length. This is 50 1/4 inches long, which is within parameters, but it'll bring it down just a 1/4 inch shy of 50, 49 3/4, which is, yeah, that is in the realm of possibilities. Width, 1 5/16 inch wide here. I'm seeing in there whitewood bows 1 1/4 inch. How hard is it to knock a 1/16 off by just taking this, putting this on my sanding block, doing this on both sides? Probably 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2. We'll get it down to 1 1/4 inch, maybe a little less, which is okay. And there, in abouts, whatnot, etc., I will have a pattern for an easily reproducible, for kids and adults alike, red oak board bow, horse bow. sinew back. I've got my radius sanding blocks in the other room. I actually have these sanding blocks that I created that are radius. I'll get this down. I'll put it probably on the 4. I think I have a 4.5-inch diameter sanding block around the back, and I'm there. Anyway, I got to get going. Got to go in early, volunteer 15 minutes of my time, and then punch in to do ordering for tomorrow. The sale items that are going on here starting Sunday. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership, and I'm literally working on 10 bows at a time here, plus developing this board bow, which I love. Come down to my workshop, and it's like I am in my element. This is my place on this planet. There's happiness here.